Hello, my name is Mackenzie, and I am a late diagnosed autistic and ADHDer, and this is my YouTube channel, Autistic Musings. On my channel, we discuss autistic terms, unique solutions to uniquely neurodivergent problems, and my own personal experience as an autistic person. Now, this month we'll be discussing, once again, the dating perils of an autistic. I decided to do it again because it was so popular last time. So I'm going to continue it this month. I have a kitty in my lap. I'm so happy about that. But welcome, and we will be talking about dating. Ugh. Welcome back, all my returning viewers, all my new viewers, welcome. I am so excited to have you here. I know, yeah, there's a different setup. I'm gonna straighten you guys. You're a little off. I'm sorry, I can't help myself. I have a cat in the room with me because I have cat issues. And welcome back. Sorry, I was on a different track. I'm having an off day. Bear with me. So welcome back, all my returning viewers, and to all my new viewers, welcome as well. We have Coconut as a co-star today. He is a bad boy. He peed in my bed yesterday. I have a weakness for animals that I've just forgiven this cat. It's a problem. Beware, he is wanting to knock over the stand so bad, so you may be tumbling at some point in this video. But last week I did a video on dating, and it was just a tangent, and you guys liked it so much, I had to continue the tangent. I don't know why you liked it, but you're gonna get it again. So I will be continuing exactly where I left off because I can do that. I'm that powerful in my tangents. They just whoosh, I can pause and I'm still thinking about it a month later. Anyway, we're gonna talk about where I left off, gender norms and dating, and why it's so freaking stupid and weird. It's one of the weirdest things, and there's so many disadvantages on both ends for men, women, and everybody else with these standards that it screws everybody over. So for women, I can't tell you how many times dating advice from anybody has told me to play, quote, hard to get and be passive. You guys don't know me in real life, but I'm not passive by any measure of the term, and playing hard to get has always sounded weirdly non-consensual to me, so I don't do that. It's freaking bizarre. So from the women's end, it sounds like people are trying to tell me, well, you need to let the man take the lead and you can't have an opinion, and let him control everything. And I'm like, I'm not a control freak, but I have an opinion. And I don't want anybody that doesn't want to hear my opinion. So I'm not gonna do that. But that's what I get told constantly, that my standards are too high. Let me tell you, anybody, standards aren't too high, ever. They're just your standards. And that constantly, you're going to find somebody. Calm down. I know I'm going to find somebody. It's not that big of a deal. And then the men, you poor guys. I actually think, like, as an autistic person, the way I behave on a date, I think I get away with a little bit more with my weird behaviors than an autistic guy on a date. I don't, this is gonna sound bad. I don't look creepy when I do my stalker thing and I know every detail about the person. I could see how this would come off as worse if you were male. So that's a factor, all you guys out there. Sorry. And women always have more options. It's just a thing. I don't know why the guys don't know that, but we have more options. So more choice, more opportunity. And then the cons of the women in the dating scene is that we are always having to look after safety things. Guys, you should look after this too. Women are dangerous, but for women, we're tinier. I'm pretty strong, but I just don't think I would be able to take on a full-grown guy. So, like, the certain safety things as an autistic person, I'm also really oblivious to. So anybody that's, like, a parent and watching this, or anybody else, like, I wasn't aware till I got told, oh, you shouldn't get a car on, like, a second date or anything. Or put yourself in dangerous situations, because I wasn't aware they were dangerous. I have a tendency to believe people right off the bat and take their word for things. That's not really safe when you're meeting up with, like, a stranger off of a dating app. So there's a lot of dating things that women and men shouldn't be doing, like tell people where you're going, don't necessarily go off alone, always meet in public for the first date. Like, there's these different things that I've learned over the course of people telling me that this is unsafe, usually YouTube, and I don't have good parental figures and everything, so I had to figure out most of this on my own, which is really lucky for me that I haven't run into any trouble with that, but it's a strong point. Safety things in dating are not necessarily obvious to autistic people. Like, I've seen a lot of non-autistic people. It's real easy for them to understand why you shouldn't do this, but I'm oblivious to danger. I was that kid that my autistic brother, who was diagnosed, and he's like semi-verbal, he was the one telling me, Kenzie, car, when we were on the street playing. I'm oblivious to dangers, and that's unfortunate. I've learned as an adult, but there's a lot of things that people should go over as a safety measure. But all these, another thing that I forgot about, I thought it was really weird when I learned this. As an autistic person, there's no logical thought in my head to why the guys always pay. I know this is maybe different in different countries, but America, the guys are supposed to pay as a social rule. It's so weird. Like, it's bizarre. Truly. It doesn't make logical sense to me, but apparently, like, they're expected to pay. Apparently for the women, the polite thing is to make sure and offer to pay as well. But it's apparently a bad sign if a guy never pays, which I'm like, that's obvious. If anybody you go with, they never pay for themselves. That's rude. But you heard my statement right there. We know that as a rule for every other situation, but apparently it's okay for the women not to pay ever. I'm confused by this rule. Personally, I always offered to pay as well, but this is one of the ones that really baffle me. I'm like, but anyway, that's apparently a rule. You don't have to. It's getting more progressive, but it's something that's there. I don't necessarily think that one's fair to the guys at all. And I have just come to the conclusion with most of my dating as an autistic person experiences that the main thing is to know what you want, and when things don't work out or anything, draw a conclusion, learn about yourself during relationships. Don't expect anything to be permanent, because it takes a while. It takes everybody a while. But don't think that weird saying that everybody uses, beggars can't be choosers. Just because you really want to be with people and you want a romantic relationship doesn't mean you need to lower your standards in any other area, because that's a bizarre thing to say. Oh, you're being picky. That's not true. That's not a thing. Anyway, I had my cat on me the whole time, and it's just fabulous. Makes me very happy. But yes, I think as an autistic person, from referencing my first video, this is like the hardest type of social thing to do. And there's a lot of like expectations, and it's different than usual social situations. There's a lot of differences from normal social situations, lots of complications, lots of things that people tell you that do not make sense. And luckily I've gotten to learn through therapy and stuff, relationships have different rules from relationship to relationship. As long as there's nothing abusive going on or anything like that, you can make up your own rules in a relationship and everything. And also, dating is really hard for everybody. It's extra hard for autistic people. It's harder to connect with other people. And I try in this area, but I don't force myself. I do go on a couple of dates a month, but if I'm not feeling it, I'm not feeling it. I do want to be with somebody, but don't force yourself. You're not going to be alone forever just because you're at a different point in your life and you're not having a significant other right now. It's not a thing. People reach different points of their life at different times. There is no one path, even though my autistic brain tells me that there is. That is all the time I put into this video for what I'm allowed to do. I hope you guys found it interesting. I hope you like the new setup. I like the new setup. I like sitting like this better, and everything. I like my cat being right here. Oh, the bright light. I'm sorry, baby. It's all pretty good for me. Let me know if you like it. Like this video, subscribe to my channel, and watch me go off on tangents every month. I release a video at the last Thursday of every month. I know I'm late again. I'm terribly, terribly sorry. I'm having a lot of transitions in my life right now, and it's really throwing me off. I've cut off my head on this video a lot. I don't like that, but I'm gonna let it go. No, coconut. He's trying to knock you guys over. Goodbye. See you guys next month.